Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, ETS Reacts, and today we're back with the Ramparts of Ice, Season 1, Episode 2, The Locksmith. And last episode was really good. I really loved the introduction of all these characters. Just like you and I are polar opposites, I really am getting invested into each of these characters and kind of their backstory or like their little quirks that they have as individuals. So like Koyuki, I'm really interested to see how she continues to interact with other people because right now, right, she's a little socially awkward and it's kind of how does she work around that. And then Minato, you can tell he is very curious about Koyuki and like why she has this like wall of ice up because he felt it in their last interaction. Then we have Giraffe-san, who's just kind of that like big old jolly nice guy, it kind of seems like. And then I don't remember the girl's friend name, but the one who always has the flashes going around her head and looks all jolly, and then when she gets home she's like, what even is the real me? And it's just relatable in that aspect too, of like how is your public persona truly you and all this stuff she was diving into. So I really enjoyed it, as you can tell, in episode 1, so I'm excited to see how they build off of here with episode 2, and let's get it. Keys. We've seen a lot of keys today. The opening had a ton of keys in it, so must be some big factor. I met plenty of people who turned out to be nice once I talked to them. Ah, I see what he's saying now. My guess this is Minato, and he's basically saying he's able to, once he connects with somebody, he's really able to connect with them on an individual level, and he's kind of unable to unlock their, I won't call it their full potential, but maybe to really like understand them as a person better. And like the one person that he probably can't crack is this Koyuki, and it's driving him nuts. He's an otaku. Wait, was the first guy a delinquent then? I went too far back. Yeah, people often said I was hard to approach. So like the first one was your delinquent, and Minato was like, oh, I'll go right up and start talking to this guy and figure out the true version of him. And it just turned out that he was a very maybe kind person underneath this like delinquent exterior. See, look, big smile. And then you have your otaku who's just like, I only like 2D people, but once you unlock me, I still like 2D people. I don't know her stereotype. My logic ends there. Is this Giraffe-kun? I can't tell if this is like old Minato or Giraffe-kun, but I'm a little anxious about this smile here because it seems more of like satisfactory that he's able to unlock other people's potential instead of it being like just truly wanting to know about them. It seems like more of like a game to him, which to me is probably a little worse or weird. Like, I'm glad people are thankful for him about it, but the smile's throwing me off. Yeah, the environment is partly to blame for them. Well, that's definitely Minato with this hair now, because right now he's basically saying, I'm trying all the keys that I have. I'm trying even to jam that thing open with a screwdriver or a wrench, and that thing ain't budging. Budging. Nope. I still can't get over how much he sounds like Ori, because obviously it's the same voice actor. The Locksmith. Ah, I kind of forgot after that opening that we were still battling these delinquents. Yeah, right. It's the same of these flashbacks, which is just gonna keep driving home this point of all dudes are just trying to like degrade me is like what I really think she thinks. They're mocking me. Yeah. Here comes Giraffe-kun. But I'm really glad here because I think right here shows change in her character from her middle school self, because her middle school self would never stand up for herself. Like her friend from middle school, her friend, she didn't really have friends, I don't think, but was like, why do you let them say that to you? Just walk away. And she would just stand there and take it. At least she's standing firm here. And then you have Giraffe-kun that's gonna come doink.
ごめん、大丈夫？
Daijoubu?
やっぱり。
Mr. Giraffe?
一回スルーしちゃってごめんね。
友達のふりしてください。ごめんなさい。あの人たちの視界から消えるまで一緒にいてください。
How can you say no to that face? It's like, please. But I think he's gonna be like, I thought we were already friends. Like, what are you talking about?
え？
Eh?
友人と合流できたのでもう大丈夫です。では。
Eh? That is true. Like when you don't have your contacts in and you're like trying to squint to see somebody, but you're kind of look like you're mean mugging them, and the person's probably like, what the hell's wrong with this guy? Why is he mean mugging me? But in reality, you just can't freaking see. But and also he's really tall, right? So it probably makes it even worse. But just trying to see, but Oh, we gotta stop for Giraffe-kun.
え、俺何もしてなくない？さっきの知り合いじゃないの？
What?
なんか
I didn't realize he absolutely knew nothing about what was going on.
そうなんじゃない。
We're taking the "it's so popular" the wrong way. Which is hard because it's like a teeny tease, but it's actually true, right? Because she probably is popular because of her looks, and which isn't a bad thing, right? Like everybody wants to look good, and you know it's a little bit of an ego boost when people think that you look good. Like those guys coming up to her at first to say, "Hey, you're cute. Like, you want to hang out?" And then once she says no, then you're kind of like, "Damn, that was awkward," and you kind of move on with your day. But then the continually like press and pressure, that's where you go obviously wrong, and then you're trying to grab her, and then it's just like that's off the rails. So
ああいうのはそういうのじゃなくて、ただの自分たちだけが楽しければいいみたいなノリで。
I didn't catch that.
ああいうのはそういうのじゃなくて。
Wasn't like that.
ただの。
Their vibe was nothing else mattered as long as they were having a good time. Yeah, I can see that too, because she hated that scenario, right? And you can tell right away when someone hates the situation that they're in. Like, you can just feel the vibe coming off of them. But when they don't give an F about your vibe, well, obviously that's when it turns into an issue. I don't... They might have been looking down on you, but there's also, like, a big percentage of, like, they probably, like, respected and liked you, and even if it's just for something as basic as your looks, like, it's probably a little bit more respect and liking than, like, looking down. But no, they definitely didn't care about your response, which is not cool at all either. So it's kind of one of those, like, weird gray areas. Not what they did. What they did was wrong, but, like, the liking and not... I don't know, kind of tough to explain, huh?
いやいや、何必死に説明してんだろう。適当に流せばいい話じゃん。
No, see, you're opening up. That's good. That's good.
惹かれる
He's probably just like me of like, what's happening? I just made a teeny tease about how popular, and we're like, what? Maybe you'll have a legendary response. Yes. Yeah, you should have socked him. It would have been funny.
逃げるために利用するみたいになってすみません。
え、なんで全然いいよ。 そんなので嫌な気
I
分
was
になら
about
ない
to say,
って
well, then you didn't care about his feelings.
要するみたいになってすみません。
え
But at least you
なんで
apologize.
全然いいよ。そんなので嫌な
He
気分
doesn't
に
care.
ならないって。氷室さん家この辺？
いや、公民館に行きたくて。
え
Community center. Is that where we're like reading the books with one of our friends at the library?
じゃあ一緒に行こっか。
うん。
It's hard to say no when you were just ganged up on.
それからテストの準備期間は
This was the one where you could tell by the shoes what year they're in. I still think that's cool.
ホームルーム長すぎ。待たせちゃってごめんね。
I forgot that
あの、
she was meeting up with this friend.
名前を教えてください。
え
He's like, oh, I thought that he knew her name, but she just didn't know his name because she's such a loner.
そっか。俺名乗ったことないよね。
You're just Giraffe's on.
ヨータ。呼び捨てでいいよ。
I like Giraffe better.
本当に名前。
She's like, I am not calling you your first name. To me, like that track star thing, that is too high of a hurdle. I go for the ones that are about an inch off the ground, like easy leap.
よろしく、氷室さん。
ごめん。実は氷室じゃなくて氷川です。
え、嘘
Yeah, I guess it's fair. He's calling you the wrong name anyway.
てか早く言ってよ。
公民館ってここからあとどのくらい？地図見るの苦手で。
あと5分ぐらいで着くよ。
5分。会話持つかな。
Now it's gonna be tough. You're like Nishi.
氷川さんってさ、ミキと仲いいの？
Oh, is that the friend Miki?
幼なじみ。家近くて小中同じ。
ああ、そうなんだ。俺、中学の時、ミキと塾一緒でさ。
Ah, you went to the same cram school with Miki?
中学からってことはスノ
So she's like, why have I never heard of Giraffe-san
知っ
before?
てるのかな。
ミキって
No,
さ、
Miki.
昔のままの方が絶対いいキャラだよね。
The way she used to be. Oh, they're gonna bond over the old Miki.
あ
And what if Miki like shows up right behind them when they're walking like this? And she's like, you guys were talking about me?
本当はみんなに教えたいぐらいだもん。マジもったいないよな。
ミキがどんなんでもそばに残る人は絶対いるから。
Ah, it's what she was preaching to Miki. It's gonna make her happy. Uh-oh, are we gonna walk by Minato? Minato's like all he's thinking about in Boom Boom with the elephant in the burger shop. All he's thinking about is Koyuki. And he's sitting there, he's daydreaming about unlocking her potential or her true value. And then he's gonna go like, what? With Giraffe's on?
マジか。
And she's gonna be like smiling.
あれヨータじゃねあ、本当だてか隣の子って
The burger just drops. Eh? Eh?
ミキの席ここね。ありがとう。
She's like, what? You're with Giraffe's on?
いや、なになにどういう組み合わせ？どういう？
確かに。
She's like, I thought you were all mine. You're here cheating on me?
いや、聞いてんのこっち。
It's kind of funny though, they're playing this joke on. Oh no, people are actually pissed. I thought it was gonna be a cute joke. No, that was a joke. It was funny.
俺が言わせませんでした。驚かせようって。
They literally make her a gorilla. Chiba, you should have voiced her instead.
てか、それでナンパしてきたやつはちゃんと殴った？
He said I offered afterwards, but I can't see shit. Why didn't he have his glasses on? If he he had them on in cram, like why doesn't he wear
氷川さん
them?
がいいって。
そこまでは求めてないから。
二人とも同じ電車？駅まで送るよ。
ありがとう。りょうた、あの自習室よくいるの？
ああ、うん。 弟と妹がまだ小さくてうちの中うるさい。
Ah.
ああ、そっか。今何歳だっけ？
二人とも3歳。双子。
Ooh, 3. They are young. That's a big age gap.
すごい年離れ
His mom's. Oh.
てる。
Koyuki and me, great brains think
料
alike.
理集中できるしね。
あ、すっごいわ。
That was definitely an
スマホい
oopsie.
じってない。
Or maybe he was the oopsie.
ふざけないでいいよ。
ほら、糖分補給しないとね。
Nice. I love a sugar recharge.
おー、いいね。私も買おう。
Don't tell me. Is he gonna get the curry drink? The one that sounds freaking horrible? What's going on? Koiki, why are you staring at Jirasan like that?
自販機より大きい。
Oh, she was just measuring him against the vending machine.
いいな。こういう風に生まれたかった。
二人とも選びなよ。
いいの？
ミキはおしるこでしょ。
わかってね。
I feel like Jirasan and Miki, they kind of vibing, you know what I
あり
mean?
がとう。次は私がおごるね。
At first I was more about like rubbing into him right there, and then the coins suck. La 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 la.
使ってないのに小銭ばらまいてんの。
ごめん。
My bad. I got bumped into.
氷川さんは飲み物。
Yeah, she wants the curry drink.
いや、私は。
じゃ、ミキ代わりに選んだね。
Give her the curry one. She likes that the best.
コヨンはコンポタかねど。私がおしるこ飲みたいからコヨンもおしるこ。
いやな。
I don't understand how people like is like red bean a good drink, because I just don't understand why you want to drink beans or corn for that matter.
だって同じの飲んで一緒に美味しいって言いたい。
自己中。
仲いいな。
It does look that way. I just can't imagine red bean soup.
俺ら中学の時塾同じでさ。よくミキと湊と3人でいたんだよね。
塾の後ご飯食べたり喋ったり。
Is Minato still on that schedule? Because he was eating, but I think it was before cram
み
school.
んな、ああ、雨宮くんか。え、コヨン、みなとも知ってんの？いや、知ってるというか。
When he kind of made fun of us, because when the situation got awkward and he saw her going like in the mirror, he was like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna go
もしかしてまた絡まれた？
また。
かわいそうに。適当に無視していいよ。
陽太くんは雨宮くんと仲悪いの？
冗談冗談。
I don't really get that reaction from
適
Yota.
当に無視していいよ。
陽太くんは雨宮くんと仲悪いの？
冗談冗
Hold
談。
on. Like, he's just kidding. He never really answered the question, though. He's obviously friends with him, but...
氷川さんって周りからコユンって呼ばれてるの？
い
Koyun.
や、ミキぐらいです。
コユン。
はい。
Now it makes two.
だな。
でしょ。なんで誇らしげ？
Because she came up with it, obviously.
もうヨータでいいよ。敬語も禁止。
We don't have anything like that in English, so people are just always casual, I guess.
お、陽太、明日もいる？
うん、いるよ。
Well, we'll see you there.
また明日。
また明日。
No one can hear that, but progress. Damn, are we gonna go like full Akane and like start posting photos on our wall of like a crime scene and be like, how to unlock Koyuki's heart?
氷川、小雪。
You're on my mind 24/7.
あんな子いたっけ？ああ、俺多分2組の氷川さん。愛想悪くてだいぶ浮いてるっぽい。
Damn, I thought we were gonna have the aura eyes again, where they like both side each other, Miki and her in the first episode.
気の合う子がいないだけとかだったりして。 それから見かけるたびになんとなく気になって。
I feel like that's one of the things where, when a cute girl walks by and you're kind of like, oh, she's pretty cute. Maybe I should get to know her more. And then, like, you just keep seeing her and then you just keep, like, side-eyeing her and you're like, all right, when am I going to go talk to her? And then you just never talk to her. This was the opportunity. When he saw this, he was like, oh, she's weird. I can go talk to her now. What a pretty girl. Did he call Yota to be like, what were you doing? Is that Miki? Can we meet right now?
分かった。
I feel like that was Miki. Does he have a girlfriend? He doesn't look very happy.
どうしたの急に。
Is she gonna confess to him? This was the girl that he unlocked, and you could tell, or at least I could tell, that, it seemed like maybe she had a little bit more feelings for him than what he had for her. And you could just tell by that look where he was like, I know what's about to happen, and I'm not looking forward to this.
寒いでしょ。
You were even nice in turning her down.
別れたい。
Oh, they were already dating. Well, makes sense why you want to break up if another guy's staring at another girl the whole time you're dating.
なんでそう思うの？
信用できない。よく言えば優しいのかもしれないけど、なと最初からずっと私のこと好きじゃないでしょ。
I can see that. It's sometimes really hard to, and it might just be my own flaw as a human, but it's sometimes like really hard to trust people who are just nice to everybody and you just kind of think they say whatever you want to hear when in reality that's not like what you want, right? Like this girl here, she was just probably confessed because Minato unlocked her, maybe her outgoing personality that we saw in the beginning, and then she confessed to him, and Minato, just being a nice dude, was like, yeah, I'll go out with you. Kind of like the Harada K situation in Classroom of the Elite, where it's like a fake relationship where like Harada's just too nice to turn anybody down. Well, yeah, he's definitely not.
何か寂しくさせるようなことした？
全部質問で返すのやめて。
Yeah, like you want to know someone's true feelings and how they really feel about you, and it looks like he's a robot whenever he's with her versus like being the fun, upbeat Minato.
ミナトって本当自分がないよね。
You didn't have to like throw the dagger in though. I feel like everything you said up to that point was true. Sister, college? Kind of cute.
ミナト外出てたの？
大した用じゃないよ。
Damn, it was nothing really. I know that's probably a little lie, but sister?
ねえ、俺振られたばっかなんだけど、ちょっとは慰めてよ。
They're all just happy. They're like, ha ha ha, how'd it feel to get dumped? How's your sorry ass being single with all of us now?
もはやおもろい。
How many times? He just literally can't connect with any girl
ねえ、俺振られたば
until
っかなんだけど、
Koyuki.
ちょっとは慰めてよ。
何回目だよ。
もはやおもろい。言うてまたすぐ彼女できるんやろうけど、クソが。
雨宮別れたの？また？
昨日の夜勉強してたら電話で呼び出されて、で振られた。
きつ。
なんかさ、俺いつも振られるんだけど、なんで？
Maybe that's why.
こいつにだけは騙されるな。目を3秒以上合わせんな。
Maybe that's why, because you're staring down another girl when you're dating someone else and then you are too friendly with other people that it probably makes your partner jealous.
おはよう。あれ
Not that that's his fault. It's probably the partner's insecurity, but
ミナト、また何かしたのもう。
ええよ、なんで毎回決めつけんだよ。
alright, Ori.
そういえば。
I want to know about Koyuki. The one girl I truly care about.
あ
Is
の
this
際
Giraffe-san?
昨日、氷川さんと2人で帰ってなかった？まあどうせ。
え、そういうのじゃないよ。誤解誤解。ああ、見てたんだ。え、ん？たまたま会ったから一緒に歩いてただけだよ。
Yeah, why would he deny it? It's just what happened. It's the facts.
あはんだ。まあそうだよな。だってお前。
Wait, she was in the nurse's office? What happened to her?
氷川
Ooh, coming on strong, buddy.
やっほー。
演出？怪我？
いや
え、なになに？
ヨタ
Can you imagine being Minato right now? And like, you're just obsessed, constantly thinking about this girl. And like, when she sees you, she's like, oh my god, you're freaking me out right now. And then she sees Giraffe-san and she's like, oh, Yota. And then she calls him by the first name. That's like, he's probably going to be more devastated over that than getting broken up with.
ヨータ。
Yota.
おー、コユン。
Koyun?
こういう。
具合悪いの？大丈夫？
いや暖房当たりに来てただけ
何そ
He's like, this is gonna get old
これ
quick.
今日そんなに寒い？
Why am I even here? Like right between you? I'm just gonna back up here, just right out of this
寒い
scenario.
よ9度だよ
He's gonna be like, God, why is no one talking to me?
全然目合わねえ。
ちょっと氷川冷気入るか出るなら
Oh, now I know why it's so hot in there, because it's a old woman nurse, and they always like old people. They love the room at like 80 degrees, and you get in here like clothes straight off.
さっさと出るシュッシュッ
氷川さん、次授業4回？
え？
俺らも上行くけど。
あいやロッカー寄ってこうかなって
Anything just to avoid him. If Yota asked that, she'd be right up the stairs with him.
そう。またねー。また
He's like, I've been watching her, pause, for forever, and she never is like this. He's like, what is going on?
たまたま会っただけ？
Yep.
今日も今日とて超頑張ったけどまだ
Minato's gonna be like stalking him behind the pole. What's going on here?
じゃあ明日の放課後うちのクラスでやる？
ヨータ先生頼り
Yota sensei.
いやいやそれほどで
Right into the pole.
ちょっと頭大丈
Yeah, he's concussed. He won't be able to teach you. He's no Yota sensei no more.
まあしょっちゅうぶつけてるから
ヨタのクラスってうるさそうだな
She's like the main culprit of that noisy is Minato.
夫確かに
思考がバレてた恥ずかしい最初はグーじゃんけん
Elderly person. You go ahead. Yep. We won't get it.
さ
いいよ座って
He's like, women, or I'm old. Women.
いえ大丈夫です私たち次で降りるんで
Yeah? We don't have, our stops in like 20? They're just sprinting to the next cart. That's funny. And then he's gonna be in that cart now.
あやばい私近づくとまだめっちゃ曇る
It's so funny to see Koyuki laugh.
試験が終わったらまたバイトたくさん入れるから帰りバラバラになるけどさ、今夜うちの店食べにおいでよ。
It's gonna be a little date between Giraffe and Koyuki.
来たことないでしょ。スマイルサービスするやん。おしゃれ
あの店一人で行くにはハードルが高いな。
Why?
1000円超えのハンバーガーは勇気がいる。
店長に言ったら割引してくれるから。
大丈夫大丈夫。
I don't understand that one. $10 on a burger? That's not bad in the United States. Might even be less than 10 bucks. Let's see if... Oh shit, is there at-home life, Poopy? No. Happy?
洗濯物
Happy? Sad? Happy? Sad? Unaware? Don't know? Well, she definitely has an older brother, right? Huh?
顔にやけて
Yeah, and it was a good smile. She's like, who am I?
明日に期待してしまうようなふわふわした感覚。
Nice.
一人でいる方が
Those are...
楽しい。関わりたくない。また話した。
Whoa, what a cool way to go about it right there. I was like, left, right, but it's the same person talking, but it's her reflection and then her true
一
feelings.
人でいる方が楽しい。関わりたくない。また話したい。
Wow, what a great way to do
明
this.
日も楽しみ。
God, it's always like you always battle yourself, don't
どの
you?
自分も全部そうじゃないのに
Yeah,
矛盾してる。
yeah, that's everybody though. Everybody has those feelings.
本当はどうしたいんだろう。
The one, don't listen to your reflection, listen to yourself. Like you could even tell the difference between the two, right?
自分の気持ちが
My philosophy is anything that makes you uncomfortable in a situation that like in the back of your mind, like the 5% of yourself where you're like, I know this is good, but I really don't want to go and do it because I feel uncomfortable. Those are the things that you need to go and do and like get out of the comfort zone, right?
わからない。
Because that's how you grow and get better as a human.
とろ
Sneaking in, are there any talkers in here? Yep, Minato's still in there.
あ、こういう入って入って。
Hi there, hi
お
there.
邪魔します。
Alright, Scarf Guy, he's kind of a good looking fella. Don't know if we
ミ
need
キちょ
to...
っと遅れるって。
Minato's gonna walk in, he's gonna be like, study date? What the hell is going on?
あ、私の方にも来てた。5組ホームルーム長引きがち。
っていうかグループ作っとこうか。
A gruppo
そうだ
chatto.
ね。
Ho.
あ、みなと二人ってさ。
Why are we jumping so far to conclusions? This is gonna destroy Koyuki. She's not gonna be able to stay in this class anymore.
付き合ってんの？
違います。
この後ミキも来るよ。ミキ？何その組み合わせ？
What's up with your friend group?
みなとなんで？
なんだよ、いたら悪いか。
いや、別に。ミキが素だ。
何？みんなで勉強するの？そうだよ。へえ。
He's forcing himself into this. He's like, I'm joining this shit. He's like, I cannot let Koyuki get out of my grasp. It's funny because he sends the heart right. He goes boosh, and then it goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and then it hits that little ice one. And it goes doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo.
え？
Episode 2 there, I really enjoyed it. It was kind of, I wouldn't say all over the place, but it got you going like all different directions. I really loved Koyuki starting to come out of her shell a little bit. The interactions with Gorilla-san were really cute, and I like how Minato's just like chipping away. He's hammering. There's some parts of Minato where you're kind of like, oh, that's not that cool, right? Like with having a girlfriend and not really being like fully dedicated to her, but also just trying to play this nice guy role, which isn't really an excuse. Like you should just tell someone, you should be upfront with how you feel about them. But I think this is really the first time that he's ever had like true feelings for someone. So I'm really interested to see how they kind of play out. And it definitely seems like Minato and Koyuki are the ship, but does Miki like Minato? I'm kind of interested to see where all this ends up at the end, but it's definitely got me hooked, and I'm excited to see more. So I'll see you next time. Bye.